Hello, everyone. Welcome once again to The Brony Show, episode 633. I am your host here to bring you the Brony community for this week. I am, of course, Circuit Main. And I'm also joined by a wonderful group of panelists and commenters and conspirators and ne'er-do-wells and wishy-wells and foxtrots and deviled hams. I have my wonderful group here. We are joined by DM21.
Hey.
We are joined by Textalion.
Time to squeegee the basement again.
And joined by Toakoi.
You know, if it wasn't for the fact that I lost lawn implements, I would have a fresh cut lawn right now.
And we have Suki of the Otaku Ascended.
Better to have to squeegee a basement than squeegee. You know what? Better than having to be stuck on the toilet all night.
Yeah,
True.
I'll go with that. Yeah. At least think of it this way. At least you could squeegee the basement. It's not carpeted.
Yeah, if you can squeegee, yeah, or the. I was gonna say better to squeegee the basement than squeegee your ass.
Yeah, if you look at the voice text insanity again, you'll see what I'm talking about.
No, that's why I took a look and I saw it's not carpeted. In fact, it looks like you have drainage ditches there, which probably help.
Oh yeah, that's like standard in the Midwest.
No, yeah, if you have a basement level, you're gonna have a drainage. Probably with a more modern properties, you're gonna have a sump pump as well.
Well,
Yep.
actually,
I have the sump
drainage
pump
ditches,
personally.
That's more the foundation settling.
If your foundation settling looks like a that might actually I don't know now. It looks like it's grading, but yeah, no, that just might be. Oh wow. Yeah, my condolences. I mean, it would suck if I had drainage going on in my basement because I have a lot of pony stuff and some gaming stuff in there too. Oh god, that would not end well.
And at least at least for you guys, you're just using it as basically utility. It's not. There's
Yeah, and I
there's
have
not
a
a lot
sump
down
pump down there,
Yeah.
which is mandatory.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, let's welcome everybody here. I hope you all have had a great week. I hope you had a great Canada Day. I hope you had a great Independence Day. I hope you don't have a crater in your front yard, depending on how you celebrated, in one way or another.
Because there's almost always someone that tries to blow up too much.
No, they are just trying to blow up something, and really, I'm not surprised by it. But yeah, woof. That Friday the 13th, the new Independence Day on Friday this year. It was loud for me. It got way loud, and it did not settle for a few hours. Apparently, somebody did their own personal fireworks show in a public park, which is kind of partly the joke I made there. I say apparently because I barely stepped foot outside my house. All I did was sleep until way late. And after a few shenaniganry trying to accomplish breakfast, I ended up making bacon pancakes. And then I just played games all day. I literally just made it a personal vacation day for me, which was nice.
Meanwhile, because I don't have holidays, I went to work that day.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm sympathies.
Could have been worse. We were busy in the morning, then when noon came around for the parades, we were not that busy, and it was weird for all involved.
Firecrackers and rotten fruit? What's wrong with you? You obviously light a firecracker, put it in a toilet, and flush. You don't do rotten fruits. You take out plumbing systems with your firecrackers.
Or you try to recreate stuff from Mythbusters, which, again, don't.
I
Do you
mean,
still remember that Beavis and Butthead episode where they flushed a firework down a toilet?
I just remember The Simpsons when they did that, though. In all honesty, it's just a dumb idea in general. Just don't do that, please.
And people still be stupid, especially younger kids, throw M80s down drains and then go, I didn't know that would happen.
Of course, I didn't know
This
that would
reminds
happen.
me of the South Park episode where Kyle's uncle tries to smuggle fireworks through the border.
Well, I mean, it's better than having the world's largest snake just trying to destroy the world. So spectacular. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway,
Yeah.
so just a couple of quick things out there. For we're already getting a little bit into the gaming weeds here in the chat room. So for all of you gamers out there, apparently, well, not apparently, I'm watching it. Summer Games Done Quick is going on right now. So if you are a fan of speedrunning games, or you just want to check out some of the fun games that are out there that you may not be aware of, it's a good time to enjoy this week. And there's a few more days left in the Steam Summer Sale, which I'm also going to try to take advantage of because I literally get paid a few hours before it ends. So I'd have a really short time to grab a couple of quick games after that. So gotta get in.
I don't have that luxury because I don't have enough money.
No, believe me, I wish I had more money, and I'm probably not going to spend too much on games. Maybe just grab a couple more, I'm trying to save up for 3 different cons. And Everfree's the big one, of course.
Everfree is less than a month away.
I got a furry convention, I got an anime convention, and I got a Brony convention. I got the trifecta all on the same month.
And then we have the Rave of the House of Bells during that time as well.
But that's a different case. But yes. Yeah, we'll get to that in a little bit, though. But before we get...
buying is a bad no-no during the summers.
But before we get into that, of course, since we're already talking about fireworks and video games, I'd say let's go ahead and open up our curtains and bring up the soapbox and what we affectionately dub What's Up, Brony? Our time of wub. So I would like to ask all of you, as we do every week, to warm ourselves up and get all excited and ready. What's up, Bronies?
Well, I'm getting close on my cosplay stuff for the Destiny armor. I finally have the chest all together. I haven't padded the inside, but I also haven't really done the boots. That's full-on foam cosplay that I'm going to have to deal with at another time. I've just been too tired this past day because it's been my Saturday.
Nah, I don't blame you for trying to take the Saturday off. I've been trying to do that for weeks. I finally got a Saturday off. It didn't quite keep off, though, because about midway through it, and I was trying to do laundry because I had to, because I didn't want to do it on Sunday. I got approached by a friend, just like, hey, do you want to do a Who's Line thing with people? Apparently, I'm a sucker, so I'm just like, okay. So I ended up doing a literal Who's Line show with a few people in VR chat. I apparently was the guest. I was the Robin Williams of their Who's Line group. Ha! That was awesome.
I'm taking a wild guess and saying Dips.
No, this was a Zambit.
Okay.
But
Oh,
I think,
you know,
I think Derps might be.
yeah.
I think Derps might be familiar with it at least.
Yeah.
But I don't think it was Zambit. I think Zambit's just like part of it, but he's not like the main host. It was kind of interesting. It kind of started off small. It was just a few people in an audience, and we were just having fun with the concepts. But as we were going, it eventually went to like 10, 12 people in the audience by the end of it. And I ended up having not literally breaking down like three different skits. I don't know what it was with me. I had to do a person paranoid of who was basically deathly paranoid of spiders. I had to do a person going through a midlife crisis.
Not that hard.
Ow! You're not wrong, but ow!
Oh.
And geez, what was the other? And it seems from a hat, you're always just gonna have just random crap. God, we did so much messed up stuff. It was fun.
I do well in the spider one because I've seen how my family reacts to spiders.
Yeah, it was even better because apparently one of the other prompts was from another person was there were a ornithologist that unfortunately had one of their had a fatal bite by one of their things by one of their insects.
That's not ornithology. Ornithology's bad.
Yeah, ornithology is not right. I forgot what the stupid...
Entomology. Entomology.
Yeah, entomologist. An entomologist had got a fatal bite from one of their subjects. So, yeah, you get one person dying from a spider bite, and then I immediately start freaking out like it's the end of the world. We're talking like squealing and crying and speaking gibberish. It was quite the act.
I mean, second, you do that anyways with us multiple times a week.
Yes, you're right. And by that note, I muted Toa. So, but yeah, that along with that though, I did finish off the artist training grad, which was nice. So we will get a little bit into that on the content creation part. And one final little thing that I did throughout the weekend, for my 4th of July, I tried a delicacy that has been talked about to the ages. I tried making bacon pancakes.
Ooh.
How did those turn out?
Not as good as you would hope. But the only reason I really botched it was the batter. When I was doing the initial mix of the batter, I saw that it was a little on the thick side. I thought I might have been being a little paranoid. I was, but not the right way. I should have added just a little bit more water to get a little more liquidy, and it probably would have been amazing. Which I did after the first batch. The only problem is that first batch was the only one that actually had actual strips of bacon in it.
Well, the only thing you have to consider is bacon adds grease to it, and you know what that does to batter.
Yeah, that's what I thought, and I thought it would thin it out a bit, but no, it did not.
Yeah, the chemical process said no.
Well, it was just way too thick. This stuff was like glue. This was not normal batter, not even a thick batter. This stuff, it almost felt like a bread dough. It almost felt like an overwatered bread dough. That's how thick this thing was. It was weird. And in hindsight, I should have realized something was wrong, but that was on me.
I mean, back in the day, paste was a batter mix that dried onto the wall.
Let's see. Waffle made, but I'll keep that in mind, Sonic. Didn't know anyone could actually make bacon pancakes. It's really not that hard. The concept is pretty simple. You make the bacon, and then you put it. You make a pancake around it. In my case, I chopped up a few strips of bacon and put it into the batter. That was one part. But I also laid down a couple of strips, and then I poured batter over it, which was my method. Some people opt to dip the bacon in the pancake batter and then start cooking it that way. But either way, it works. It's easy. It's easy stuff.
What, bacon pancakes thing?
Yeah, bacon pancakes.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you basically cook the bacon first. You literally, and then you pour out a pancake and let it start cooking for a moment. You lay your strips on the side that's still up, that's still doughy, and then when you flip it, it's going onto the bottom.
And there's option number 3. Literally, there are 3 different ways of making bacon pancakes: bacon first, bacon last, or dip and bake bacon. Dip the bacon. Literally, yeah, you basically corn dog it.
The recipecreator.com has what Suki said.
Yeah, I know. I got another recipe I looked at said to put the bacon on first and then pour pancake batter over it. Which either way works. You just make sure that the bacon is cooked ahead of time. That's the key there. It's not a...
Yeah, there's also bacon pancake dippers, which is very much,
Anyway, yeah, my problem was the pancake batter was too thick, and it actually gave me a little bit of an upset stomach for a good chunk of the day, which was annoying. But overall, it wasn't bad. It wasn't bad. All right. I think that's a little bit of wub going on with me there. I don't really have much else at the moment. So, anybody else have any other wubs that they want to throw out there before we go ahead and move on?
To throw in with the cooking thing earlier, I put some, the pre-done cookies that are just in the square formation. I put them in my air fryer about just half of the things, and they cooked relatively well through. And it was kind of nice.
That does sound kind of nice. By the way, can I go on a slight rant here?
It's your show. We're just here to help and not be it all about you.
I'm not going to begin on that one, but... So, some of you might remember about a month ago, I kind of did a slight complaining about how there were Wendy's raw hamburger patties in my grocery. Literally already shaped hamburger patties that just had the Wendy's logo on them in white packaging They were just it was just ground beef in a square. That is literally it. But it had Wendy's all over it. And I thought that was like, oh, we done it. We have officially reached the point where we have way too much stupid marketing. I was wrong. In the dumbest way I have ever heard in my life.
Go on.
When I went to the grocery store yesterday, right next to those Wendy's square patties, there was another white package with Wendy's on it. And it was bacon.
Yeah.
They got Wendy's
Yeah,
bacon too.
Yeah, we've got that here. There's we had to try it just because it was like, okay, how's this not just regular bacon? It's regular bacon.
Of course, it's just regular bacon. It's all regular crap with just a logo on it. I am so annoyed.
Nothing special.
yeah,
It just has
but-
the Wendy's logo slapped onto it.
Yeah, it's like it was one of those things where it was just like, okay, because in the store it's like, okay, I can understand the gimmick of selling the Wendy's burger patties because
Yeah.
not many people out there actually sell the square patties.
True. Yeah, that's fair enough. Usually they're like hockey pucks, shit's discs, but yeah.
So that's
You know
kind of
what?
that's I mean, hang on. So
Yeah.
that's kind of neat.
Yeah.
And then they also sell the Wendy's chili. So it's like that makes sense. That's
Oh
an
right,
iconic item.
yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, they said
You know what
it's-
else is funny? McDonald's sells their own coffee at the grocery stores.
Let's not
Yeah.
get into that one just yet.
But the chili I completely understand because that's like one of their most iconic things. They sell it for way too much.
Way too
But-
much.
but it was like when I saw the bacon, I was like, Wendy's is not known for bacon in any way. Nobody has ever said, "Oh man, if only it was the Wendy's bacon."
I mean, they're known for baconators, but that's just like it's just because here's a heart attack in a bun. That's all that's all about.
Yeah, that I
Or
realized
use the
that.
bathroom
Oh
in
god,
the
that is.
bun.
Oh god, that is exactly why they decided to do the bacon. It's because of the fucking baconators.
It's
like-
what I figured.
Yeah, it's just like yeah. Just because you put a shit ton of bacon on a burger doesn't make you known for bacon.
It's not. No, not in the least. But brand appeal,
That's a
no,
car.
that
I
is not
heard
brand
people-
appeal. That is shilling. That is such shilling. It hurts.
Oh god, you know what it is?
Yeah.
Oh god, you know what's gonna be next circuit?
Oh, I don't
You're
want to
gonna-
know. Go
You're gonna
ahead.
go to the produce. You're gonna go to the produce area and find Wendy's potatoes.
God.
They have
I
those
can
things
see that. I can
would be
see
fine.
that too. It's just gonna be like it's gonna be like one of those tinfoil pre-wrapped potatoes that they have there. They sell you for like $5 extra. It's pre-tinfoil, so you don't have to. What kind of lazy people do you think we are?
And then we stop and look at the person next to us and go,
No.
"Oh, right."
No, I don't do that ever. I don't look at anybody around me. I just kind of focus on all the food and walk quickly.
Yeah, Sakai, we heard about Spaceballs too, but have you heard about the Hot Wheels movie?
Oh, by the way, do you know how they say the best Coke comes from McDonald's? It's because they add extra syrup to theirs. I can see McDonald's trying to sell, we'll sell our Coca-Cola at grocery stores.
No, I'm pretty sure Coke would
Oh,
lose their
Coca-Cola won't let
minds.
them.
They would have to. Yeah, they would have to get Coke's approval. Like that would be a joint deal with Coke.
Yeah.
McDonald's would not be able
No.
to pull that off on their own.
No.
Let's move on though. We're
This is-
gonna get to the point where we're gonna have where all the discount meat is gonna become Burger King meat specials, and then we're just done. Just gonna be done.
By the way,
with it.
second,
No,
the
I
main
no.
reason-
I know the. Okay, sorry. Last prediction. Next big Wendy's thing is just gonna be spicy nuggets in the freezer.
You
I
know
mean-
what? You already can get like Rally's fries and stuff like that. So
Oh, you can already get
You can
Arby's
get
fries.
White Castle.
Actually, we could get White Castle a while ago, but you know what? This is
You
gonna
can
this is gonna be
get
horribly
Arby's fries.
depressed. This is gonna be horribly
Oh,
depressed in so many ways.
the spicy nuggets actually wouldn't. I mean, again, what would probably happen is they would be there. They'd be serviceable nuggets at a price point that's stupid.
Yeah, that's the depressing part of all of this to me.
Yeah, you can actually buy the Arby's curly fries in the freezer section.
All right, we're gonna
Hey,
move on
this-
here. We're gonna move on. Anybody else have any
I
other
have
wub?
something to say.
Yes, go ahead.
my father's family visited me this last week,
Mhm.
around Canada, near Canada Day, and he stayed. Well, he did stay at my place, but he stuck around for a day and a half, and it was good to see him and my new little brother and sister I haven't seen since they were father and a
Hmm.
baby.
Ooh.
That's nice.
That is really awesome. I'm glad to hear that. Well,
Yeah,
I'd
we
say
went.
that's a
We
good indication to move on.
I
Sorry.
was gonna add this because we went to the movies.
Mhm.
My little sister and her mother went to see Lilo and Stitch. They were the only ones in the theater.
That sounds about right too. uh,
Good thing I didn't ended up there with them because the younger one wanted to see Jurassic Park. Younger boy, I mean.
uh. Well, let's go ahead and move on to some news here. We're gonna start off with the convention news because apparently we got a lot of convention information coming out in really short order, and I mean that in all honesty, as I got some that popped in as we were talking. So let's go talk about some of the stuff that's happening. First, Hops Featherfest. This is the convention that's happening in Austria, the second year. This is going to be happening this weekend, and I made a notable a note of it because of the fact that the theme is heaven or hell, which is such a weird convention reason to have a convention. So, but
Has
I mean,
Spinel tell anyone?
you know what, I would have gone anyway. I would go anyway if I could. Just not even just for the fact that it'd be Austria. It'd be fun to go to a different country. But yeah, that's gonna be happening this weekend on Saturday and Sunday. So if you are in Austria or able to get to Austria, I hope you're able to go, and I hope you have a lot of fun. If, however, you're able to go further easter to China, there is the China Southern Brony Carnival, which is going to be happening the week after on Saturday and Sunday. This is, of course, really exciting in the way of vendors and merch, because I have seen some really amazing Brony stuff coming out of these conventions that we haven't even seen here in the States in some time, for one reason or another. But it'd still be awesome to check it out and see what awesome things there are, and maybe see hopefully get some inspiration for some of the creators we have here in the U.S. So yeah, I'm excited to see what happens with this. And next in the convention is the U.S. conventions with TruckCon. This one's also really fun and exciting and interesting because TruckCon has been around for a while, and it is going back to its city roots, at least going back to Columbus. And they did recently make an announcement over on their Discord that they are mapping up pre-registration here very soon if you are planning on going, and they do still have a couple of sponsor boxes left, just about 3 or 4 of them though. The Alicorn, Unicorn, Pegasus, and Earth Tiers just have 3 or 4 different spots left. So yeah, if you have the chance to hit TruckCon and you wanted to go out big, it looks like a few options are still there and available for people who want to go for it. And of course, we have Rave for the House of Bells. And the big reason we want to make mention of the Rave for the House of Bells is we do have one of the big coordinators of it in our Discord group now. They've been throwing some information here and there to us, which has been really cool. It's been really awesome to check it out. And they recently announced as on their everything, Equestria Social, Blue Sky, that other site. They recently announced their lineup for the 2025 Rave for the House of Bells.
Yeah.
Oh, hey, Hey, that is awesome! They finally got notifications on Blue Sky. That is sweet.
Oh, they've had them for a while.
No, I've never seen it, and they just barely made the announcement to it here for me.
Maybe I've had them for a bit, so that's
it
just
might be a slow rollout, and some people are not
And
aware.
that is a long name.
Sorry. Anyway,
And that is a lot of names.
Yes, ready for the House of Bells. So there are a lot of names. They actually had to turn people away. They had so many people excited, and quite a few of them I'm kind of surprised to see in here because I didn't know that they were part of the musicians group or if there's something else going on with them.
So I can tell you a bit about Dips.
Go
He's
for
going to be doing a sing-along type of thing, similar to if you've done anything with Pinkaboo. He's going to be doing something similar with that.
Oh, I see. That's so cool.
If you watch Ponies Online this year, he did that for his set, so that's where this started, because Emma is a lovely person, and she is one of the founders and a person that has to deal with all the music stuff.
Right. And
Blue Intellect. Why does that name look so familiar?
Who?
Blue Intellect.
Blue
Right
Intellect.
underneath Frozen Spirit and between Tracy P. Pony. You can hardly see it because of the background.
It feels like. Oh,
Look
wow!
at
I
Tracy
could barely
B.
see
Pony.
that. I could barely
Yeah.
see that. I don't know who Blue Intellect is.
They are
I'm
one
just
of the
saying their name
musicians
looks
that I
familiar to me,
know
that's all.
Ponies Online has dealt with.
But yeah, they're Mick Miyagi. I know of them. They're part of the Berry Tube group, and they were actually they spent a night with us over at Babs, I think, or one of the other conventions. They hung out in the room for a night. That was pretty cool. Turtles is actually surprising. I've seen them around as well in some VR chat meetups, so that is pretty cool. Drumstick Pony, I know of the. Oh yeah, I've seen them around too. You also got some of the familiar names: Prince Whatever, Heartfang. What familiar to me, I might add. Some of these, I'm sure you people are like, "Why are you talking about Changeling and Emma or Pegasus?" I know those people. I don't know them about that well. I'm sorry.
Emma is one of the people that gave us this information, also known as Mad Hatter Brony.
Yeah. But no, really awesome. This is amazing. This is just so many awesome people, so many big groups here. I'm excited. I am super.
Specs in there as well.
Nicholas
Spec
Dominique.
Rapids, another member I know.
Yeah, so it looks like it's a great, huge mix of different musicians. This is probably going to go for 48 hours straight at this point.
Hey, given the time zones, I would not be surprised.
Yeah, it's going to be wild.
I'd say over 48 hours, I'd say.
Yeah, the only real bummer for this, for me, is unfortunately is going to be happening on the 15th to 17th of August, which is when I have the anime convention going on, I believe.
A lot of conventions you're going to this year.
I'm going to about the same that I did the previous year. Actually, maybe even less in a way. But no. No, actually, it's about the same as I did the previous year. The only problem is that 3 of them are literally right next to each other in every way. Like the furry one is on August 1st to the 3rd, and then the anime one is the 15th to the 17th. And then, of course, Everfree, you have the week after on the 22nd to the 24th, which I'm reminding myself I still need to request a day off. And I think I might need to bite my lip here a little bit and buy some honey so I can get a last mead going just in case.
Why have we made ourselves busy when we try and have fun and hang out at conventions?
Oh no, I like making the mead and having fun with that. It's just that I make myself busy before the convention, getting things ready for it. Oh god. Sorry, I just reminded myself of another thing. Why am I reminding myself of so many things? We're gonna move on.
Be prepared.
I'm not prepared at all. But I'm getting ready, so that's something, I suppose. So, we have all of those coming up, and of course, Everfree is going to be coming up near the end of August, which is going to be exciting, and a good chunk of the Brony Show group is going to be going. Just a quick heads up, if it isn't obvious, there will be no Brony Show that weekend because I will probably still be home by that time. I'm just going to be exhausted, so I don't think I'm going to be able to do it, and we're going to be missing a lot of people because some people are going to be traveling longer distance than I am because I would not dare drive again this time. BabsCon exhausted me. I'm not doing that again. So yeah, Everfree is coming up. That's exciting news. And we got little conventions heads up. No! Who's ready to find things that they really don't want to spend money on, but they're going to feel compelled to?
God damn it.
Yeah, pretty much. But
May
yes,
the power of it compel you.
starting off with more Old School Pony has been showing up from a site called Basic Fun. So yeah, I believe that it's based off of the idea of Old School Pony. We have one here called Totally Rad Starshine, which, oh my god, this screams so much in the 80s, it hurts. Actually, does it feel like 80s or 90s? Suki, I might need your
80s.
opinion. No, the only reason I ask is I think it also 90s kind of had a, I think it was late 80s, early 90s kind of thing going on there. I don't know. The hair reminds me of Superman ice cream all of a sudden. Is that a weird thing to say? We're moving on. And
Because of a Superman ice cream, Dairy Queen is making that.
and we are done. We also got Firefly, which is really awesome here. Really cool to see Firefly is also popping up and in. So we got Firefly and Starshine. Honestly, I like
Firefly
that.
is a thick girl.
Well, I mean, this is more based on the older pony designs, which they were a
Yeah,
lot thicker
but-
way back when. So, you know, just a little taste of the past there. A little bit of history, kind of. New history. Speaking of new history, I suppose, Wildmains has another episode. This one, of course, dealing with the obligatory camping episode. So, yes, it has all the tropes of, I bet you wonder how we got here, and shenanigans that kind of wrap up within 5 minutes. Quick, simple, easy, and fun. So, yeah, Wildmains is still kicking around and a lot of good times. I do recommend checking it out. And for those of you who want something with a little bit more edge, we, of course, have Tamer's Official with yet another My Little Pony movie. Well, in this case, 30-minute thingy. With Trixie getting fired. And, of course, it's the same thing as usual. You have the weirdly animated ponies, the weird digital voices, the crude humor that pops around. Sometimes it actually looks really good for no reason that you can't explain. It's everything. It's everything you would expect from Tamers. There's no surprises here other than the general normal surprises. So, you know what you're getting into if you're checking this out.
Oh my god.
Yeah, you know what you're getting into. You're not going to be surprised, but you're probably going to enjoy. Okay, I think we're going to walk away at this point.
Oh.
I said no surprises then. That, yeah, we're just going to let... We're
Was
gonna
that
let
not surprises?
I don't know either. Here we go. Really quick snippet. This is one we're not going to be able to show on our videos of our normal video collection at the end of the show because... No, we can't play videos from the bird site. So yeah, really quick one of Applejack celebrating the 4th of July with explosions. But yeah, check it out. Yeah, apparently Magna Luna was involved with it. They're an amazing artist. Seriously, if you ever see their stuff, it's wild. So, you know, give them a little bit of love there if you can.
I've seen it throughout the years. It's pretty damn great.
Yeah. It's a little bit of silly fun there to let people know about it. Next, speaking of the silly fun and that people need to know about it, this is going to get expensive. The Queen Chrissy prototype has been spotted at Kotobukiya.
Oh.
That's right. We already saw Princess Cadence, and now Queen Chrissy is finally starting to make her appearance. There was also another. There was also an image that showed the coloring of that. You can kind of see that in the background there, but we showed that a little while ago. Now we actually got the figure that the model is essentially based out of. So we're just that much closer to having another Kotobukiya figure to go after. With complimentary
can't find
pony.
a Sunset Shimmer anywhere now. Damn it.
Not easy anyway. I've seen them around, but it's not been pretty when you find them. Usually they're like those giant anime figure booths that you have to spend another $30 to $50 extra just to buy it. But I have seen it. So yeah, my advice has always been with these, when they do come up, if you do want it, do not wait. Pre-order, grab it, get it locked down as quickly as you can. These things tend to go pretty quickly, and if you happen to find one in the wild, it tends to be pretty pricey. It's not easy to get one if you take too long. I got lucky
I had
one
no
time.
choice but to wait. I had no choice but to wait. I had no money by the time.
I know that's why we also give out the warnings now. Try to help you get some money saved up or something. Try to, we want you to get a hold of it if you want it, because we love you. And finally, for those of you who love art, the Newbie Artist Training Ground for this year for both Blue Pony Sky and Equestria Daily has wrapped up. So a lot of entries were made for both ends, 612 for Equestria Daily. That does not include some of mine because I kept forgetting to post them on Equestria Daily. So that number is a little off, in my regard at least. However, if you want to check out the goods, there are plenty of entries to check out. They have collections of all of the art, both on Blue Sky and on different websites and everything. Just check it out, especially if you want to check out some of the art, maybe get a little inspired or just have some fun with it. But it's good fun time, and you get to enjoy some people's artistic creativities. So, get to have fun with it. And with that, let us go ahead and move on to our next segment, which is, of course, our fan submissions and suggestions. And that comes with our challenge. It is our weekly challenge. And we give it every week with a challenge, because it is our challenge for that week. And we call it the challenge of the week. And that challenge of the week, by random polling, was, of course, muscle cramp. But we also had a protest initiative challenge to shake things up a bit.
That's true. The protest initiative challenge this week was rain.
It was?
No, I'm just kidding. It wasn't.
It was not.
Don't do that to me.
It was swing. I'm pretty sure.
I'm hopeful.
Right?
I hope so too. I actually had to look it up in the show notes because we forgot to post it in the announcements.
Yay! That sounds about right.
Yep. So of course,
to remind me, American Rejects.
So the Artist Training Ground is now over, which means I can try to focus a little bit more on the art in general. And this is my first taste into getting back into it with both Clip Studio Paint, and I would like to save the skills I've developed over the month of Insanity. The legs,
I like it. I like it.
I think the
You did
body
great.
is work. Yeah, I think the body
it.
needs a little extra work. I think that's where I'm feeling itched at. Probably should have toned him down a bit. Seriously though, you should have seen the size of his head earlier.
I love it. Yeah. You can see the pain in his eyes.
So yeah, this I'm working a little bit more in both. I'm trying to get shading a little bit down and trying to get the finer details. So yeah, you got the little lines in the eyes, just a slight more crossing going on with it. Even the arches on the legs, the leg and arm, where obviously he's putting a lot of weight and it is cramping up badly. While his dance partner, which I just grabbed Pinkie Pie, I'm not gonna lie, I had no idea who to put in there. I was thinking maybe put one of us in there, but we don't have a whole lot of people I would be swing dancing with, so I just threw in Pinkie Pie. Why not?
Well, if you threw me in there, you would just be throwing me into the ceiling as you cramped up.
No, my cramping would be me getting cramped up as I'm trying to put you in a trash compactor.
Surprisingly, it's not the first time we would have both been in a trash compactor.
Raw.
Is that going to be the next challenge of the week?
Game.
Trash compactor?
Well,
Yeah, there's a
good.
VR chat game where there is a trash compactor.
Oh yeah, that thing. But
Yep.
yeah, this is the what I made, and I'm also going to be doing my best to try to solo focus on these creations now, and try to give them a little bit more time to stew in the oven rather than trying to crank them out with a couple of hours to spare in between calls at work. I don't expect it to go well at all. But we also got one entry as I was literally talking by Coal Dust. Coal Dust, I got a really wild question here.
Yes.
Now, looking at this, it doesn't look like this is a normal art program that you are doing this in.
No, I literally scribbled that on Tabletop Simulator during D&D last night.
Oh, okay. You don't know where I was going, but it still looks cool. I like it.
It is just a scribble, but it's a scribble of a pony. I've got more scribbles. One of my favorite things to do during D&D is scribble on the table.
That makes sense, especially when people are taking turns.
Sure enough. And of the one other entry that we did get, and I'm not gonna lie, confusion abounds on this one. Oh, I forgot to throw that in here, didn't I? I did. Oh no. Okay, I'll have to hammer that one out. Apparently, I forgot to throw in all of the challenges, the newbie artist training ground stuff that I did after last week's stuff into the content creation. I thought I did. I'm not gonna lie. Anyway. Chaos Sakai also threw in this one. He also threw in the video, but he put it in horse videos because it was a little bit more all over the place. I'm not quite sure how to describe it. I'm sure he would be more than happy to throw his 2 cents in. But along with this, he also threw in a little blurb here in content creation, so I'll just go ahead and read this. Lumi fights Inferno and wins, but Inferno comes back thanks to the power of waifus. Jetstream Sam then shows up and fights Inferno. Sam wins, but Inferno comes back thanks to the power of evil waifus. But waifu can only take you so far, and Sam hits Inferno with Zandatsu, pulling out its flaming heart. Sam hits Inferno with a Zandatsu, pulling out its flaming heart and exploding it. So he took a heart that was on fire and made it explode. Okay. Soul Edge floats in place as Lumi and Sam take turns slicing the evil sword. Soul Edge explodes, destroying the evil blade. A portal appears, sending Lumi back to her home world while Sam finds another way home. Soul Calibur appears before Sam, startling him. Sam gets an idea. Cut to Jetstream Sam DLC, Metal Gear Rising Revengeance. Right before the fight with Senator Armstrong, Sam draws a sword, but the blade is now blue instead of his usual red. Sam now wields the power of the Soul Calibur and plans to dispense justice across the world. 15 minutes. So this is fan fiction at its finest. This is literally fan fiction in every way.
Also, second, I did a quick check on that Sunset.
Right.
About for pre-order, about $120. Will be out November 2025.
You wanna what? What?
For a reissue. It's a reissue.
Wait, what?
Yep.
Okay,
It's on BBTS.
Okay,
Wait,
so
there's another Sunset Shimmer releasing?
Yes, it's a reissue.
So apparently Kotobukiya is redoing the Sunset Shimmers because I guess there's enough popular demand to make another run of it.
Yep,
Holy
because
crap.
looking at, again, Big Bag Toy Store, they have Celestia, Twilight, Luna, and I think that's all the Kotobukiya that's in stock with pre-orders for Dash,
And
Sunset, and
price
Applejack.
point is going to be 300.
What? Price point
What did you
300.
say?
What?
No, 120.
Which is
120,
still
okay.
more.
I thought I heard a large number go by and all that, and I did not understand what was going on.
Mhm.
Okay, so yeah, the video that Chaos Sakai is talking about, and yeah, this is 15 minutes long, and it literally is fan fiction. So we'll just give little snippets of it in this case. But yeah, large parts of it is just the actual fights that were going on, which are really
Oh,
cool
okay.
fights. But yeah,
Wait. Did we ship Lumi with something?
no, Lumi he just kind of popped Lumi into a Soul Calibur fan fiction about a ninja from Metal Gear Rising Revengeance, apparently getting the Soul Calibur to dole out justice through the universe. I try really hard not to think about it because I'm not sure.
A fun, convoluted mess. I like it.
Yeah, that's the best way to think of it. It's fan fiction, and it is literally fan fiction every way. Okay, there's a better way to quality this at least. Let's give a little justice here. But yeah, apparently the power of waifus.
That explains that image now.
Yeah, that's partly why that image exists and what happened with what's been going on with this video. Which he didn't post it in the content creation. He posted it in horse videos. So that's also part and parcel why I'm just considering it kind of fan content.
Yeah, because Lumi shows up, but she is not the focus.
Yeah, not by a long shot.
Mm-hmm.
But
yeah,
but yeah, they said they made it based off. They took inspiration from a YouTuber called Dragon of Sparta. So, inspiration takes many forms, and if it helps you become a better and better creator, all power, go for it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, along with that, as I mentioned, let me double check. I don't think we got any other content creation though, so I'm gonna have to do a quick dig here, real fast. Yeah.
Yeah, that's me with an arm cramp or basically a hydraulic fail, and I'm like running to try and find it. Robots can get cramps as
cramp.
well.
I see. That's cramp. Okay.
Yeah. Sometimes stuff fails, and you gotta be like, "Well, I can't force it out, so I gotta go fix it."
Alright, so how far did I get in this? Okay, so I got up to 28 to day 28, so I literally only had 3 days afterwards. And funny enough, the last 3 days of the artist training ground, I decided to storyboard it a bit. Because the first one I decided, why I did the entire artist training ground with nothing but general My Little Pony G4 and G5 characters. Let's go ahead and go to the artist a little bit, because I was literally running myself a little ragged trying to do all of this while experimenting, practicing, trying different things. So I did a little accumulation of it. The story of me basically running around panicking. This was for the prompt draw a pony reaching the end of the road, which my pony literally did by accident. Gotta pay attention to where you're going. Sorry, I'm just trying to. Come on, help me out here, brain. Give me something. Fine. Then draw a pony stretched thin. Of course, a circuit dangling and reaching for his papers as far as he can, and would probably be a little stretched thin, especially when they're on the edge of a cliff. And then the last piece I did, come on, brain, work with me for 5 seconds. I just need you for 5 seconds, and then you can derp out for the rest of the day, okay? And now that I've finished admonishing my brain, yep, the draw a pony, that basically graduating or celebrating a job well done. This one I put a lot more effort into the scenery, the well, my attempts at trying to make something that looked like a bush that caught onto a circuit there that he was dangling from, and lighting and shadowing a bit because sun rising at the end of the or setting, however you want to put it, and just a little bit of a poignant moment.
I appreciate that, but I'm also like, how did you get caught? No, wait, I see the... Nope, magic's not a factor.
Magic is not a factor. Just imagine the branches caught onto like the backs of the knees or something. I'm just wedged in there nicely.
Okay, because there's another option that I don't want to think of.
Then don't think of that option. Am I in hell? No, but trying to explain this is definitely putting me onto the coals. Speaking of coal,
Remember, man?
Hi.
any thoughts on the any thoughts on the art entries?
I think they're good. I find it very interesting that this one you've decided to blur out your crotch with the branch. I feel like that is going to be for a reason.
It was just the best way I could think of him getting caught in the branches without driving myself crazy trying to look like branches entangled in his legs.
You do realize
It's entangled in one of the legs.
Oh,
Yeah.
dear God. Okay, you know what? No,
This is a sign that you need to shave your bush.
I'm not winning this war, and I'm not going to try. I'm just walking away.
It looks good.
All right.
It's fine, man. We're just being silly.
I know. Especially since you can see, well, some of the crotch area down there. I mean, it's not all covered up. That would have been the most horrible blur job in existence.
It also does not help that you decided to make it look like your magic was going off.
How?
What? I don't see that.
How? What?
Okay, so the way I normally do magic is I have it a little bit bled from either the fur color or the eye color. I forget which color magic circuit is.
But Circuit's Horn is completely devoid of magic, though.
Yeah.
It's from my perspective, and I'm like, that's why I was thinking that.
Am I in hell? Yes,
okay.
I'm definitely in hell, Kasukai. I'm definitely in hell. Alright, anyway. In all honesty, you probably should have seen what the sketch looked like before I really started to try to refine the bush. Okay, joke aside. So, with that out of the way, time to go to the picker wheel so we can go ahead and get prompts in and find out what our challenge for next week will be, which will be a lot more focused and not ham-fisted into whatever else I'm doing. Magic deficiency. We're already getting started there.
I'm considering if I want to put in Skyline Chili.
Snugglebug. That would be the weirdest prompt ever because I would literally be having to guess. I've never had Skyline Chili. Not for lack of trying. Mizzle.
Sold in stores,
Creature,
but it isn't Ohio-based thing.
Yes. Creature, I will ask details if we get that. The cake is a lie. The room. That's not mine. Okay.
No, we already got it with magic deficiency.
I'll be nice about it. Warm-up exercises. It just seemed like a prompt immediately. I'm not gonna lie. It just seemed like good timing. My dad's hat. God, I hope that one doesn't come up.
My dad wears many hats.
Wait. Oh, Chaos. My dad's hat is the prompt. Okay, I get it.
Okay.
I follow. I got there.
That's why we have to ask with some of this, because we don't know at times.
No, I didn't register that my dad's hat was Chaos Akai's prompt. I thought that was somebody else, and then it's like, that is my prompt. It's like, what are you talking about? You just said it wasn't your prompt, or that's not mine, not your prompt, or it's like, oh no, wait, he put in dad's hat. Yeah, okay, that makes sense.
Fine, then I'll go with that's not mine as my prompt.
Okay, that's not mine.
Ah.
No, I didn't put that in my hat.
I didn't put that in my hat.
Dang it. What have I done to myself again?
Second, do you need a hug, man? Do you need a hug?
I always do, but that's not happening. Anyway.
Too bad I'm a hugger and I would.
Anyway. Just gonna give it a second longer here. Make sure everybody has a chance to get their prompts in. I'm totally not looking at the Blue Sky app to see about getting prompt about getting notifications, especially when a very famous artist might actually make a point of things.
Are you okay, Circuit?
We all know I'm not okay. I have no idea what's going on anymore. But honestly, I didn't want to. I'm trying to keep an eye on Andy Price.
I know. I understand why.
Because everyone, usually, I hope they do it on Blue Sky as well. But usually, he makes an announcement when he's going to be taking commissions, the bigger commissions that will be done during the convention, and he is going to Everfree. So I'm hoping I can get a thing on that and get onto his commission list. But I also have to make sure I have the money for that because it's stupid expensive.
Good luck.
Thank you. I need it. Alright, I think we got all the prompts there, so we're going to go ahead, randomize, and spin to win.
Oh no. Do we have to learn what it means?
We apparently do! Chaosikai, I'm sorry.
No, it's
Creature!
I know, it is creature. I have Chaosikai in the brain now. Creature!
Light
Missile!
raid! Vanish!
No! You fooled us! You fooled us! Creature, you fooled us! No! We were free! We were free now! Next week's challenge is Mizzle, which is apparently a light rain.
Light rain. Oh no. Oh, it's sounding familiar.
You have to say for your fellow.
No, Cole will
Grizzle.
do whatever he
Grizzle.
wants because it is his protest initiative challenge.
Yes, the protest initiative challenges. I had an idea and I completely. Oh, right. Now I remember. The protest this week is a la mode.
Okay,
Oh no.
Oh.
give me a second here. Things are not working the way I want them to. I'm not getting a proper copy over. All right, let's try this way.
Why am I blanking on what that means?
I'll tell you what. I'll put a comic in voice chat insanity that will make it very clear.
I know what it means, and I think I know what comic you're gonna be throwing in there too.
There it is.
Yeah. It's one of my favorites. Happy anniversary of it, by the way.
So
I will say I could make a protest initiative challenge because there is an event coming up very soon that is near and dear to my heart, which sadly I will not be able to do much for it this year, but it will be in my mind.
Oh. Okay,
So,
I think I got it
a
now.
mizzle is a very light rain, or basically, apparently, like drizzle, or it could also be vanish.
Oh,
Yep.
I'm going to be honest with you. I just assumed there was a dragon named Mizzle that I just didn't know.
I thought it was something like that too. I had no idea what mizzle was until it suddenly rain.
And vanish.
Let's see.
Oh my goodness.
Okay, I'm not gonna
That is
lie.
a-
I almost wish you would have said Drizzle because apparently Drizzle is also a open source database management software system, which would have been so hilarious to try to.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
But
I
again,
do
creature, thank
like
you for
that
the.
18th century use of the word mizzle.
Mm-hmm.
Rain is so in.
Actually,
this-
yeah, light rain
yeah.
drizzle. It basically mizzle is just another way of saying drizzle. Of course, I don't know where the vanish came from because even the well, I mean, I'm looking at Google. Let's bring up Merriam-Webster here.
I'm also looking at
to
Google, and then I
depart
hit the
briefly.
more. Yeah, it goes into the late Middle English.
To depart suddenly.
Yeah,
Wow, this is
mizzle,
just-
dated informal from the 18th century. Verb mizzle. go away suddenly.
No one's
or
reading the other
vanish.
meaning of Mizzle. Yeah, it says vanish, and I don't know what it means by vanish because I am literally not seeing anything else saying vanish. I'm seeing the one verb of it to mean depart suddenly. Like which that is the weirdest way I've ever seen Mizzle. Just like, yeah, I'm gonna Mizzle out of here. You're gonna what?
What up, my
Oh, he's
missiles?
already gone. What up, my Mizzles?
Mm, yeah, no,
And
the thing that
then
I'm
just
seeing
because
says
Chaos said it,
he mizzled into the crowd.
Yeah. Okay, yeah. Just basically, you Homer Simpson, he mizzled into a bush. Yeah, let's see. To disappear quick. Oh, yeah, here we go. The Cambridge Dictionary. Disappear quickly and suddenly. Mizzled in the crowd. Gentleman who employed me had mizzled. And he only... what the mizzle? What the...
Yeah, apparently, looking at the use over time, it dipped out around the 1900s,
Great.
and it's only coming back now, mostly because of the being another word for rain.
Well, plus it sounds amazing, and I don't blame him. Yeah. Yo, I'm gonna mizzle out of here. You're gonna what? Just.
And I'm gonna assume it probably comes from Snoop Dogg's way of speaking with all the izzles.
Yeah. That's what I'm thinking. I'm gonna go and get the mizzle. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, and the Ala mode is basically putting vanilla ice cream on top of it. Usually
yes.
Usually you get pie a la mode, but you also can have cake a la mode, crumble a la mode. I think
people would
Pizza.
love to have everything a la
I don't
mode
know why
just
you
because they
would-
want ice cream.
I don't know why you'd want a pizza. a la
Apple
mode.
crisp.
Thank you, crisps. Oh, dang it! I kept trying to think what is it? It's like you bake it and it has fruit in it, then it's like a little crumbly top. It's an apple crisp or cobbler. You can call
Cobbler.
Yeah, you can get cobblers a la moded. But yeah, basically a la mode is just ice cream on top. Vanilla ice cream traditionally. Anyway, we'll leave that up to your guys' definition on that one. So we got drizzle, which can go two different ways.
Mizzle.
No, I'm sorry, mizzle. You see, this is where my brain's already going. We got mizzle and a la mode.